Praise 96.5 WMGY, Montgomery's inspiration station, and home of the Community Connection with Keshia Bates.
Well, it's very nice to meet you. I'm Keshia Smith Bates with Praise 96.5 Radio.
I'm very familiar, yeah.
Great. And I'll let you introduce yourself, then we'll get started.
Okay. Definitely Jade Jones, Senior Communication Officer with Montgomery Public Schools. I've been with the organization since April of this year. So just hit the ground running.
I want to speak with you this evening about the virtual learning experience and distance learning. Can you tell me from an MPS standpoint, what do you feel is necessary for it to continue to thrive?
So one of the most important things that we want to share with our parents in the community is that it's going to take all of us to make this work. And we're putting in the work right now. We're starting to see an uptick where parents are not as anxious, students are, falling into their routine. We can't stress this enough. We truly need your updated contact information. I know that we just went through the registration process, but if you moved recently or changed your phone number, please make sure that your schools have that information so that we can make sure that we're getting those updates to you.
Exactly. What do you feel like the most effective way for parents to communicate with you all and with the teachers?
Absolutely. Right now, I'm stressing email and telephone. I have 2 students in the district myself. And so my husband and I were probably one of the top emailers to our teachers. But right now, we need that email address, that phone number, and most definitely your current address. And the reason I'm stressing that current address is because the State Department has released, the Wi-Fi voucher program through the Alabama Broadband Connectivity Committee there. And so they're helping us, provide Wi-Fi to students that qualify for that. So if we don't have your updated address, you'll miss out on a chance to use your Wi-Fi voucher to gain Wi-Fi into the homes. And also, even if you currently have Wi-Fi and you do qualify for the program, you can use that voucher for a credit. So again, we're stressing that we need your contact information to make sure that you're able to get these vouchers. And I'm hearing a lot of rumors of, they're just trying to check zones and things like that. No, you should be in your right zone, but that's not the purpose of this. And plus, this is coming from the State Department. So, MPS is just encouraging everyone to make sure that we have your most updated contact info.
Now, let me just add this. I know that Montgomery City is offering free Wi-Fi at certain community centers.
Sure.
I know they're at E.D. Nixon, Hayneville Road, Highland Gardens, Sheridan Heights, and Regency Park, speaking on some areas that may need these services and can qualify for these vouchers. Now, with the vouchers, are you saying that this may help the parents get it in their home?
That's right. It would be for their homes. That is exactly right. Okay. Yes, ma'am. And then the city, oh my goodness, we just have to thank the city so much for taking the lead on providing a safe space for students to be able to come into the community centers and to access, Wi-Fi. They're able to bring in their own device and sit there in a cool environment and be able to do their work until Wi-Fi is probably available in their homes, or if they're at grandma's house for the day while mom and dad are at work and maybe grandma doesn't have Wi-Fi, they can go to one of those community centers and be able to do their coursework. It's very important that we do note, I do believe that if you're 10 or younger, you do have to have a parent or a guardian with you to be able to go into the community center, but certainly a great resource, and we can't thank the city enough for that.
Yes, that is so very gracious of them to do so. As a parent, I have heard a few gripes myself coming from a parental standpoint, some parents are saying that they don't have Chromebook access. What do you suggest for that? Is there a pickup location for paperwork from the school, or what can they do in regards to that?
So right now, as a district, our goal is to be one-to-one. And when we say one-to-one, that means that we want every student to have a technology device to be able to receive instruction. We're not quite there yet. There is a shortage of Chromebooks that are, on back order across the country. And so we are waiting for more Chromebooks to come into the district so that we can issue those out. So what we're asking parents, if you are without a Chromebook and you don't have a personal device, please communicate that to your principals and or teachers. Please let us know what you need. And our principals, they have backup plans to make sure those students aren't missing any type of instruction. And it may be, the learning packets and things like that. But we are stressing, if you have a technology device in the house, please use that in the time being. And as we continue to receive Chromebooks, schools will notify parents, again, going back to the fact that we need your updated contact information. Schools will notify parents and say, hey, we have Chromebooks available. Please come pick those up. We ask that the children take care of them. That's your personal device. It's going to stick with you throughout the whole year. So please take care of it. And again, parents, please make sure that we have your phone number, email address, and current address so that we can get that information out to you.
So just to clarify what you said, the Chromebook shortage is not an MPS issue.
Not
It's
an MPS issue. It's a nationwide. If you want to go worldwide, everyone. And also too, let me say this, Keshia, we definitely placed an order for Chromebooks way back when, even before I started, and I started in April. We had started placing those different orders, and we've been making those orders throughout this whole pandemic, because we knew that we had to prepare ourselves for August 2020, right, the start of school. So we did our part, but unfortunately, everyone in the country had the same plan, and that's, hey, we got to gear up and get these devices in house. So we are waiting patiently. I would share a date on when they're coming, but it's a moving date. So we're hoping by the end of September, we'll be able to start issuing out those devices. It could be sooner than that, okay? But we're staying on top of it. Our principals are relaying those messages via robocalls, emails. Teachers are also relaying that message to their students as well. So we're working together to make sure people know when they can pick up those Chromebooks.
Now, from a parental standpoint, again, I have two children that are in MPS, and I know that I am not as computer savvy as I probably should be, or as the children are these days.
Sure.
Are you all offering any services to help the parents that have younger children that may not be as experienced with computers?
Absolutely. That's a great question. We just hosted, I do believe on Friday, a educational technology session where our IT techs came in and hosted a session on how you can access Schoology. That's the learning platform that we're using. The Clever accounts, submitting homework, things of that nature. So we do have recordings on our official YouTube channels. You can go to our website, which is www.mps.k12.al.us to access those tutorial videos. So we have one that's dedicated strictly for Schoology. Again, that's the learning platform that we're using to push out content, access assignments. You can also see grades in Schoology. And then also getting to your Clever account so that you can access not only Schoology, but other supplement apps such as McGraw-Hill and what's the other one? Renaissance, other things that my children, Edgenuity, things like that. So we do have videos. You can access those by going to our website. That's mps.k12.al.us.
Okay, that's great for the parents. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
And for the students, from a student standpoint, as far as tutorial services, are those being offered virtually as well?
Absolutely. Students can definitely watch those sessions as well. Also, teachers are able to connect with students during the later half of the school day. So for example, if we notice that student A needs help with, making sure that we're turning in the assignments, the teacher may notice, I know you're getting the assignments in, but it looks like you may be struggling to submit them correctly. Let's go over that again. So we do have what we call like that intervention period when instruction is over, where students can connect with their teachers to, go over those things. Also, I want to point out that our teachers, they are going through professional development with these learning platforms, such as Schoology and things of that nature, Zoom. For the first week of school, we got out at 12 p.m. and then teachers engaged in professional development sessions. Every Wednesday afternoon going forward, teachers have that opportunity to sit in on other professional development sessions that will help them in the virtual environment. So we're offering all these, recorded sessions for teachers for sure, and anyone. They are available 24/7, so you can go back and access those. I encourage, I call them my mom friends, bookmark those videos so that you can go back and say, okay, let me go over this again on how to submit assignments or access grades, or simply just watch instructional videos from, my child's classroom session earlier that day. So that information is available.
Good. That's some great information, Jade. I
Great.
appreciate
Yeah.
that. So now let's switch gears a little bit. I want to know a little bit about the child nutrition program. How are you all planning to carry out feeding the children during this virtual learning process?
Again, hats off to our CMP program. Ms. Jonna Beard, she does an amazing job. Her staff is amazing. So we have meal sites at almost every school. There are a few that aren't offering meals, but that's okay. You can go to another meal site. It doesn't matter if you're not if you don't attend that school, and you can pick up. And our pickup days are Mondays and Wednesdays, and I do believe from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. And the children are able to pick up breakfast and lunches, and that will stretch out over the 5-day period. Okay. Now, again, you don't have to attend. Let's say if you're zoned for Carver Elementary, and you may be at grandma's house during the day again because mom and dad are working, and using my real life situation, we were zoned for Carver, but grandparents was over in Del Reyta. We would then go over to Del Reyta and be able to pick up lunches, or meals. So we encourage parents to please visit those meal sites. They're there. It's a great resource. Nutritional meals just waiting on your kids.
Do you have a list of the meal sites, or is there
Yes.
somewhere I could find the list?
There you go. Again, it's on our website, www.mps.k12.al.us. I also want to take this time to encourage everyone who's listening to visit our social media pages. On Facebook, we run updates all the time. Going back to that contact information, I make robocalls from the district level, probably weekly, giving updates about our CMP meal sites. So we're putting the information out there. You can find us on Facebook. I think it's Montgomery Public Schools official page or something of that nature. But if you go to our website, you can click the Facebook icon, Twitter icon, or the YouTube icon. So please connect with us on social media.
And just to reiterate what you said, every student qualifies to pick up at these meal
That's
locations.
right. Every MPS student qualifies to pick up breakfast and lunch. That is correct. But during this time, we're offering meals to be picked up Mondays and Wednesdays, and that's 7 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Great. And I'm going to let you go, Jade. I appreciate you coming in, but I have one last thing I want you to do for me. I would like for you to give some advice to parents and students so that they can ensure success with virtual learning.
That's it. Well, listen, we're just asking everyone to be patient, enjoy virtual learning. This is the new wave, the future of learning. Teachers, you're doing a great job. Students, you're doing a great job. And parents, I'm right there with you. You're doing a fantastic job. Keep that line of communication open. Ask the questions, and we're going to do this together. We're MPS moving forward together.
Thank you so much. That was Jade Jones, Senior Communication Officer for MPS, Montgomery Public Schools, where my two children attend and hers do as well. We just want to thank you, Jade, for the great job you're doing. I listened to your robocalls. You sound great and you're doing amazing. We appreciate you, Praise 96.5, for taking your time out for us to inform the community.
Great. Thank you.
All right. Have a great one.
All righty.
Thank you for joining us for the Community Connection with Keshia Bates on Praise 96.5 WMGY. If you have a topic or event that's impacting our community, email us at praise965events@gmail.com or call and leave a voicemail at 334-544-1389. That's 334-544-1389. Be blessed and have a wonderful day.